Imagine scrolling through the latest royal buzz when a headline catches your eye. Chelsy Davy, Prince Harry's ex, drops shocking revelations. She claims to have faced mistreatment from Harry and even turned down Meghan Markle's attempts to reconcile. This isn't just another tabloid story, it's a narrative that challenges how we see Prince Harry and the relationships that have shaped his life. Prince Harry's love life has always been a topic of fascination. From his early romance with Chelsy to his highly publicized journey with Meghan Markle, every step has been scrutinized. Now, Chelsy's allegations and her refusal to align with Meghan bring a new dimension to the tale, sparking debates and questions about what really happened behind the scenes. Chelsy Davy, often described as Prince Harry's first great love, knew him during some of the most formative years of his life. Her perspective adds a layer of complexity to an already captivating story of love, loss, and the royal spotlight. Unlike many of Prince Harry's past girlfriends, Chelsy Davy was independent, career-driven, and raised far from the royal bubble in Zimbabwe. Their 7-year relationship was a whirlwind of intense media scrutiny and personal challenges. The public always believed Chelsy ended things because she couldn't embrace royal life. But now, new claims hint at darker, more troubling reasons. If these allegations are true, they could change how we understand their breakup. Why, after all this time, is Chelsy speaking out? Could there be more to her decision than meets the eye? Meghan Markle's involvement adds another layer to this complex story. Some reports suggest Meghan reached out to Chelsy, pleading for unity or perhaps to manage the potential fallout. Meghan is no stranger to the pressures of public life. From her tense royal experiences to her emotional Oprah interview, she's been painted as someone fighting against the odds. But Chelsy's claims could reshape that narrative, casting a shadow over both Harry and Meghan's story while challenging the image they've carefully built. If Meghan Markle truly reached out to Chelsy Davy, it raises intriguing questions about her intentions. Was it an attempt to seek unity, or was it damage control to protect Prince Harry and their shared narrative? Chelsy's allegations against Harry are both shocking and unsettling. While the specifics remain unclear, reports suggest she possesses evidence of mistreatment. If proven true, these claims could have far-reaching implications for Harry's reputation and the royal family as a whole. For years, Harry has been seen as the rebellious prince striving for a more authentic life outside royal constraints. But Chelsy's accusations hint at a more troubling side of his story. Could this behavior stem from the pressures of royal life, or is it rooted in something more personal? Unsurprisingly, the revelations have ignited a storm of public reactions. Social media erupted with debates, with some fiercely defending Harry and others calling for accountability. Fans and critics are deeply divided, fueling a frenzy that the media is quick to amplify. After all, stories like these are the lifeblood of tabloids. Controversy sells, and this saga has become yet another chapter in their never-ending narrative of scandal and intrigue surrounding the royal family. Could this story be exaggerated or even fabricated to grab attention, or is there a grain of truth beneath the sensational headlines? Either way, these revelations could challenge the credibility of Harry and Meghan's narrative about escaping a toxic environment. But beyond the drama, there are valuable lessons to consider. Chelsy Davy's decision to speak out, if true, highlights the importance of setting boundaries and refusing to be silenced, no matter the cost. It's a reminder that boundaries are vital for protecting one's peace and truth. The allegations against Harry reinforce a universal truth: accountability matters. Regardless of one's status or influence, everyone should be held responsible for their actions. Meghan's reported response also shines a light on the difficulty of navigating privacy and control in an intensely public life. It raises a question many might ask themselves: if faced with similar circumstances, would you fight to clear your name or choose peace over vindication? As this royal saga continues to unfold, it offers more than just intrigue. It provides a lens to reflect on boundaries, accountability, and the challenges of living under public scrutiny, lessons that resonate far beyond the royal family. As we await further details, one thing is certain: this story is far from over. Chelsy's allegations, Meghan's reported involvement, and Harry's eventual response are sure to dominate public conversations for months. Will Chelsy present solid evidence to support her claims? How will Harry and Meghan weather yet another media storm? And most intriguingly, what could this mean for the future of the Sussexes? Royal dramas like this captivate us because they're more than just headlines. They reflect deeper themes of love, power, and personal struggle. They hold up a mirror to our own lives, inviting us to examine relationships, accountability, and resilience. What's your take on Chelsea's claims? Do you believe Harry is capable of the behavior she describes, or could there be more to this unfolding story? Let's continue the conversation. Share your thoughts, and don't forget to pass this along to fellow royal watchers. The truth may be out there, and together we just might piece it together. The unseen struggles of royal life act as a pressure cooker for relationships. Before passing harsh judgment on anyone involved in this unfolding drama, it's important to consider the extraordinary pressures of living as a royal. It's not all glamorous events and designer wardrobes, it's a constant, unrelenting performance under the world's gaze. Every action, word, and relationship choice is scrutinized and criticized by millions. Prince Harry, in particular, has spoken openly about how this intense spotlight has affected his mental health. From the traumatic and highly public loss of his mother, Princess Diana, to being labeled the spare Harry struggles are well documented. But do these challenges excuse the behavior Chelsy Davy claims to have experienced, or do they provide context, offering a glimpse into the emotional struggles that may have influenced his actions? Chelsy, too, endured immense pressure during her time with Harry. As someone thrust into the royal spotlight, her experience offers another perspective on how this high-stakes environment impacts personal relationships. During her time as Prince Harry's girlfriend, Chelsy Davy often spoke about how overwhelming the constant media attention was. She described it as crazy, scary, and deeply uncomfortable. Could this shared pressure have contributed to a toxic dynamic in their relationship? Or were there deeper, more personal struggles at play? The question of evidence is critical in this story. In a world where allegations often devolve into a he said, she said battle, concrete proof can make all the difference. What might this indisputable proof look like? Could it be text messages, emails, witness testimonies, or even something more tangible? If Chelsy presents her claims publicly, legal implications could follow. Lawsuits or investigations might arise, especially if her allegations are serious. On the other hand, if Harry denies her claims, will he provide evidence to support his defense? Evidence has the power to shift public opinion dramatically. Solid proof can strengthen one side's narrative while casting doubt on the other. Without it, speculation and division often dominate the conversation. This makes the role of evidence in this unfolding drama all the more significant. These claims might simply be another royal rumor, or they could spark a much-needed conversation about abuse, power, and accountability. This story isn't just about Prince Harry, Chelsy Davy, or Meghan Markle, it's part of a broader dialogue that goes beyond the royals. If Chelsy has indeed chosen to share her story, it's a courageous move toward holding someone accountable. It also raises difficult questions. How do we ensure accountability while upholding the principle of innocence until proven guilty? Can people ever truly escape their past, or does it inevitably resurface? Most importantly, how do we create a culture where survivors feel safe to speak out, regardless of who is being accused? This royal scandal highlights a universal truth: no one is immune to the challenges of human relationships, not princes, duchesses, or anyone else. Then there's Meghan's role in all of this. If she really reached out to Chelsy, it reveals a side of her that's seldom seen. Was it a manipulative move, as some might interpret, or a sincere effort to keep the peace in a tumultuous situation? Meghan's actions here could mark a significant turning point, adding another layer to an already complex story. Could this be a turning point in how the world views Meghan Markle? She's often portrayed as bold and ambitious, but this scandal might reinforce those perceptions or challenge them entirely. As for the future, the paths for Meghan, Harry, and Chelsy remain uncertain. Will Chelsy reveal more evidence or choose to retreat from the spotlight? Will Harry and Meghan confront these allegations head-on or opt to remain silent? One thing is certain: the world will be watching every move they make. This story has all the makings of a royal drama that will be discussed for years to come. Now it's your turn. What do you think about the latest developments? Do you find yourself siding with Chelsy, or do you sympathize with Harry and Meghan? Share your thoughts and stay tuned. The story is far from over, and there's much more to uncover. Will you side with Meghan or wait for more facts to emerge? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep the conversation alive. Royal scandals aren't just about the individuals involved, they reflect broader themes of values, struggles, and questions that resonate with us all. Be sure to follow this page for updates, insights, and the latest developments in this unfolding drama. Together, let's uncover the truth behind the headlines. One of the most fascinating aspects of this saga is the Sussexes' silence, or perhaps their calculated restraint. Harry and Meghan have rarely shied away from addressing controversies. From their explosive Oprah interview to their Netflix series, they've used their platform to tell their side of the story. Yet so far, they've remained quiet on Chelsy Davy's alleged claims. Is this a strategic choice to avoid adding fuel to the fire, or does it signal uncertainty about how to approach this storm? Their response, or lack thereof, may shape not only public opinion but also the next chapter of this royal drama. Silence can be powerful, but it also leaves room for speculation to take over. The public might see Harry and Meghan's lack of response as an admission of guilt or as a way of dismissing what they believe to be baseless accusations. Regardless, the stakes are high. If Harry and Meghan decide to speak out, how should they approach it? A carefully crafted statement could help sway public opinion in their favor, but a misstep could deepen the controversy. For now, their silence speaks volumes, but is it the message they want to send? Social media has become a key player in shaping the narrative around royal scandals, and this story is no exception. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are buzzing with hashtags like Chelsy Speaks and Sussex Scandal as users dissect every new detail and share their own theories. Supporters of Chelsy, known as Team Chelsy, argue that her decision to speak out is long overdue and that the public deserves to hear her side of the story. The conversation is unfolding in real time, and social media is playing a huge role in how the public perceives the situation. Supporters of Chelsy view her as a brave woman reclaiming her narrative and revealing truths that have been hidden for years. On the other hand, fans of Harry and Meghan, known as Team Sussex, quickly dismiss her claims as part of a smear campaign, possibly orchestrated by critics of the couple. In the neutral zone, some remain skeptical of all parties involved, questioning the motives behind these revelations and urging caution until more concrete evidence is presented. Social media has amplified these divides, creating echo chambers where opinions become more rigid and nuance often fades away. This raises an important question: to what extent should public opinion shape how this situation is handled? Chelsy's next move is critical. If her allegations are genuine, her decisions could have significant consequences. Will she take legal action, give interviews, or release the evidence she claims to have? Each step carries its own risks and rewards. Stepping further into the spotlight might allow Chelsy to share her story on her own terms, but it also opens her up to intense scrutiny and potential backlash. How she handles this moment will be crucial in shaping both her future and the public's perception of the situation.